The freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, the freedom from fear, and the freedom from oppression. These beloved liberties are represented in the Four Freedoms Monument on the riverfront in downtown Evansville. The monument opened in 1976 as part of the celebration of the United States bicentennial, but it's not a totally original work of art. The limestone columns are much older. They were constructed back in 1882 as part of the C&EI Railroad Depot at 8th Street in Maine. The building also served as a USO club for white soldiers during World War II, and finally as a community center before being demolished for construction of the Civic Center in 1965. Fortunately, the columns were salvaged and still serve as a reminder of what we stand for as a nation and as a city. For the first 50 years of its life, Evansville's first high school was simply Evansville High School. Built in 1869 on 7th Street between Vine and Court Streets, the name didn't change until Wrights High School opened in 1918. But back in 1894, in what must have been a relief to students and faculty alike, the school installed indoor toilets. Then in 1898, the school erected a tower and added north and south wings. In 1927, a boys' gymnasium was built on 6th Street opposite the school. Today, that gym, which houses the YMCA, is all that's left of Old Central High School. There is this monument to the school on 7th Street. The rest of the campus was razed by 1973 after the school moved into a new building on North 1st Avenue. Despite the move, Central High School is still considered to be the oldest public high school west of the Allegheny Mountains. With this Bicentennial Minute, I'm Randy Moore, Eyewitness News. Thanks to the Ford Center, Evansville has a gleaming new venue for basketball and hockey downtown. But baseball, it's still played in a red brick beauty that'll turn 100 years old in less than 3 years. Bosse Field opened in 1915. It's named for Mayor Benjamin Bosse, who famously coined the phrase, "When everybody boosts, everybody wins." The Otters are just the latest of many teams Evansville has boosted over the years, most notably the AAA Evansville Triplets, who saw many Major League players pass through. When the Trips left in 1984, the old ballpark fell into disrepair. That's when the Friends of Bosse Field stepped in to save the place from the wrecking ball, opening the way for the return of pro baseball in 1995. 20 years ago, Bosse Field gained national attention when director Penny Marshall filmed much of her movie, A League of Their Own, inside the ballpark. Bosse Field will live on in film lore as part of one of the most beloved sports movies of all time. But more importantly, it remains a vital part of summer in the River City. With this Bicentennial Minute, I'm Randy Moore, Eyewitness News. Evansville history records the presence of a brewery near Fulton and Division as early as 1837. What became known as the Old Brewery would be the largest of many breweries in a town with a German heritage that loved its beer. The brewery had several owners through the years and operated out of several buildings. Renamed the Fulton Avenue Brewery in 1886, it didn't actually get the Sterling name until Prohibition. Sterling Products Company made soft drinks, near beer, and malt extract until Prohibition ended in 1933. That's when it became Sterling Brewery, and the beer started flowing again. G. Heileman Brewery out of Wisconsin bought the place in 1972, but closed it in 1988. Some local investors stepped in to give the brewery new life as the Evansville Brewing Company. But in 1997, the brewery declared bankruptcy and most of the buildings were razed in 1998. It was the last brewery standing in Evansville. With this Bicentennial Minute, I'm Randy Moore, Eyewitness News. Today on Daybreak, Evansville and Owensboro police are both searching for suspects in 2 different shootings.
Plus.
So that leads us to believe that the fire started under suspicious circumstances.
Investigators are trying to determine what caused an empty Henderson home to catch fire.
And Indiana State troopers will come together to remember their colleagues who were killed in the line of duty.
Live from WEHT Local, this is Eyewitness News Daybreak.
Today on Daybreak, Newburgh fire crews are called back to a house again when a Sunday morning fire starts back up.
Plus, a bridge destroyed when a cargo ship hit it earlier this year is expected to take a major step towards completion today.
And
it's just appreciation for all they do.
Mothers everywhere are honored for Mother's Day, including right here in the Tri-State.
Live from Local 7 WTVW, this is Eyewitness News Daybreak.
Today on Daybreak, the suspect arrested in connection with a three-county chase will go before a judge today. Plus,
I guess the past week they had everybody, rumors. That's all it was rumors until Friday.
200 mine workers will be out of jobs when a tri-state mine shuts down for good. And Evansville firefighters and police officers duke it out, all for a good cause.
Live from Local 7 WTVW, this is Eyewitness News Daybreak.